This is a video describing how to take a melting range properly. You need a MELTEMP apparatus, you need your sample. In addition, you need a melting point capillary, and you will probably find it helpful to have a glass tube. First, you simply dip the open end of the capillary into your sample and pack in about 1 millimeter or 2 of sample into the tube, like so. Then, hold the long glass tube vertically and drop your melting point capillary into it, and have the melting point capillary bounce several times in order to pack the solid down at the closed end of the sample, like so. Then place the sample in the MELTEMP through the top opening here and turn it on. The voltage reading needs to be relatively low. If it's too high, then frequently you get poor results with melting temperature. Better to go slow and then increase the voltage as necessary. This is now the window of the MELTEMP, and you just simply look until you see a visible change in your sample. We are now zoomed in on the sample itself, and what we will simply do is watch until there is a meaningful change. There are 2 important points to look for. There is the first appearance of a liquid anywhere in the sample, and then there's the last disappearance of a solid. Those are the 2 important points that define the melting temperature range. We are now zoomed in on the sample, and we are nearing a temperature at which I expect something to start happening. Sometimes you may see the sample start to pull away from the walls of the vessel. Sometimes you can see the crystal structure change a little bit, but it is actually the first appearance of liquid that is the sign that something is happening. And at the very top of this sample, you can start to see that. You can start to see drops forming. But largely what you're observing here is the sample just starting to collapse down on itself a little bit. There's definitely drops of liquid at the top now, so this is a good temperature at which to take a reading. We now wait until we have a clear and no evidence of solid remaining in the liquid. So here, this is starting to melt. You can still see the solid present within the liquid. You wait until that is all gone, and until the cloudiness goes away. So now we have everything in liquid form. It is still cloudy, and now it is essentially clear. You now take the higher end of the temperature range, and that's melting point in a nutshell.